Welcome to Thursday. Hopefully, you enjoyed our Wednesday lesson about the incentives of crop production and on technology and how that improved or didn't improve life for certain people in Georgia during that time period. And now we're going to return back to our land policies to learn a little bit about how this valuable land became kind of controversial for some people. So, as always, you start in Google Class or you start in eClass, but you've already been here because you are in Google Classroom watching the instruction video, which is step one. But let's go to what our assignment looks like today. So here's our assignment. You are doing step one. Great job by meeting this, basic expectation of watching this instruction video. And let's walk through what we're going to be doing today. So I'm not going to require that you take notes. I'm not going to require that you make anything other than the final product. So you're going to use the Yazoo land fraud sources to complete your understanding of the Yazoo land fraud. You just have to complete it. Write it down, take notes on it however you want it. Make sure you know the following. All of these questions: what happened, why, who, where, how, what were the short-term, what were the long-term consequences. You have to know those things deeply. All right, if you want a digital organizer or just want a guideline to what it looks like, you can make it look like this. The Yazoo land fraud happened in between these two systems. You can complete this middle section. You can create it in your own notes. You can do whatever it is you want, but make sure you know this. If you don't have this information, what you're going to be working on over the next 2 days will be, one, incorrect, and two, much, much more challenging. So you're going to answer all those questions using the fraud sources slides deck that I've given you. They are relatively simple. You have this source here, the one we've already looked at. What is happening, and why. This source here, Georgia's map in 1796 versus its one in 1822. And then a series of readings on the Yazoo land fraud, breaking down what happened and its consequences in text. And then you can always make sure you can refer back to these images. Also, you can use these images in whatever it is you create. So those are your two sources and note taker. This is your assignment. So let's open up the assignment. I'm giving you 2 days and the weekend if you need it to complete this assignment. So the expectations are that this is done well and turned in on time. So Yazoo fraud story assignment. Let's look at our assignment steps. There's only 3 steps. The first off is I want you to pick the point of view of a person or a citizen of this time period. I don't care what point of view you take. If you want to be a General Assembly member, somebody that was working in the General Assembly when the Yazoo Land Act, eventually the land fraud happened, take that point of view. A regular Georgia citizen, maybe that came during the headright system. A land speculator, somebody on the side that wants the land, that is working or working illegally or doing whatever it is they're doing to get that land. I want you to take that first person perspective. So we're not looking at like the academic overview of what's been going on. We're looking at what it would be like for a person that's living through this. How would they tell the story? And you have basically unlimited choices for what you will do. I've given you a whole bunch of options of different things. You can make them digitally, you can make them electronically, you can make them on paper, you can draw them, you can do whatever it is you want to do. However, quality is going to come into play with this because you're getting so much time. So you have all these options. I've given you children's books. You can do that in Google Slides. If you want to do pictures that way, you can draw it. You can bring your drawing pads and draw it digitally with your drawing pads. Graphic novels or comics, if you want to do that. Podcasts, Anchor is an app for that you can use. A video story, you could try to use TikTok or Instagram. Sometimes those are hard to share. Flipgrid is actually easy for you to submit back to me. So if you wanted to make a video story or a skit of some kind or a series of short videos explaining what's been going on step by step, whatever it is you think you want to do. Poems or songs, written or performed, you could write a poem and submit it in a creative way, or you can perform it in a way, sing the song if you create a song, whatever. A slides presentation that is complete that may look unique if I just hit the play button, and an interesting way to share that information. And then that brings us to step 3. So you made your choice of what you're going to make, and now you're going to make this product. You're going to create it using whatever format that you want, and you're going to tell the story from first person. It must include why was the land valuable, what was going on, what role was your character playing, how were they doing it, what were they feeling, what were they thinking, like those important like story details. What was it like to be around that time? What happened? What are the consequences, both short and long term? And what does your person, your character, what do they think about it? How do they feel about the outcome? Are they angry? Are they happy? Are they sad? Are they ambivalent? Do they not care? So all of those things must be included. Now, I provided you with a rubric for you to look at. And again, this will be out of 16. So completeness, did you hit all the elements of the assignment? Accuracy, is it correct? Creativity and quality, this is the one people are most likely going to get dinged on. I'm giving you enough time. This must look good and professional. I don't need a bunch of eraser marks. I don't need a bunch of misspellings or not capitalized words, all of those things. And then timeliness. It is due by Monday, on or before Monday. If you don't get it done by class Monday, you can give to the end of the day on Monday, but you're going to lose something. Then you get a couple more days before you lose something. And then you're going to finally, you lose a couple more if it's turned in later on. But those dates are all present on the rubric. You can see it. It is very clear for you to do. So this is your assignment. For the quality portion, this will take you some time. I don't think getting the information will take you too much time, but making sure that you get it done. There will also be a link right here to a quick Google form, and you're just going to tell me what you're going to do. That way I know when I come back or when I look at this, all right, so so-and-so is going to be making this, somebody's going to do that. So I know what to expect. So I can look for those digital ones early before Monday, and then I can expect the hand or the paper ones done and submitted when you attend class on Monday. So, as always, if you have any questions, ask somebody near you, unless you're in somebody's class where you cannot speak. Ask them first, and then feel free to send me any emails with any questions or concerns. So, hope everything goes well. Enjoy this assignment. The idea is that you pick something you like to do, so you're doing something that is at least nominally fun. So, good luck, and we'll see you on Monday.